Thank you, veterans. At this time, we ask that you remain standing as Boy Scout Troop 190 posts the colors.
Brown County, Troop 190, attention! Color guard, advance!
Laguna.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to pay special recognition to any widows of veterans who have joined us today. If you are here, please stand where you are so we can recognize you. Thank you for your service. At this time, I would like to welcome Mrs. Alicia Adams and Mrs. Emily Llewellyn to the podium.
Good morning. I'm Emily Llewellyn, and this is my colleague Alicia Adams. Each year, as sponsors of the Brown County High School History Club, we are honored to speak about an impactful initiative, Jeans for Brown County Vets. This program allows teachers and staff across Brown County schools to wear jeans to work for a week in exchange for their donations to support our local veterans.
Over the years, this effort has grown to include contributions from community members, allowing us to raise thousands of dollars for Nashville's VFW Post 6195. Once again, we invite our community to join us in supporting this important cause. Following the ceremony, you'll find our History Club members stationed throughout the gym with canisters ready to accept donations for the VFW.
Every contribution, no matter the size, makes a difference and directly benefits Brown County. We are sincerely grateful for your generosity. Thank you.
And now, our Brown County High School Band and the combined middle and high school choir will perform Armed Forces, The Pride of America, narrated by Brian Gaum. We invite our service members in attendance to stand and be recognized when their branch is named.
The United States Army. The United States Marine Corps. The United States Navy. The United States Coast Guard. The United States Air Force.
Please welcome Mr. Bill Hamilton and Mr. Sam Banter, the Commander and Senior Vice Commander of VFW Post 6195, to present the Patriots Pen and Voice of Democracy winners.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today to honor all our comrades, veterans, and their families. Welcome members of our community and guests this Veterans Day. We want to thank our superintendent, Mrs. Emily Callahan, the principals, the teachers, the staff, and all the students who have helped make this happen. My name is Bill Hamilton, and I'm the commander of the Nashville Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW Post 6195. I am humbled when I look out at these veterans from this community. Brown County is certainly blessed. Assisting me today is my senior vice commander and Brown County School bus driver, Sam Banter. It's an honor to be here today. I would like to take a moment to thank everyone here today for the support that Brown County always shows her veterans. Our current veterans organizations provide the flags that are placed on the graves of our military veterans every May. Volunteers and students help place those flags. We thank you for your assistance. Every May, we sell Buddy Poppies. Buddy Poppies trace their history back to World War I and Flanders Field. The donations we receive pay for the awards we are giving out today and other school-based projects. The patriotism and generosity of Brown County is inspiring. Thank you for your loyal support. Each year, the VFW wants to recognize students and teachers through the Patriots Pen program, the Voice of Democracy program, and the Smart Mayor Citizenship Education Teacher Recognition program. Each one is judged by a panel of veterans and community members. Our top 3 winners for Patriots Pen will advance to the district level, where they compete with the winners from the 15th post in our district. The district winner then advances to the state level, and the state winner advances to the national level. Prizes, monetary awards, or scholarships are awarded at each level. The national winner will receive $5,000. This year, the Patriots Pen theme is, how are you showing patriotism and support for our country? 27 students in the 6th and 7th grades competed by writing an essay. This year, we are happy to honor and congratulate the winners of the Patriots Pen. Our 3rd place winner for Patriots Pen is Everly Rosebrock. Everly, will you please come forward? Everly's award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $100. Congratulations. Our 2nd place winner for Patriots Pen is Lincoln Adams. Lincoln's award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $125. Congratulations. Our 1st place winner for the Patriots Pen is Cadence Haycoop. Cadence, please come forward. Cadence Award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $150. Congratulations. This year's Voice of Democracy theme is also, how are you showing patriotism and support for our country? 19 students in high school competed with an audio essay. Our top 3 winners will advance to the district level, where they compete with the winners from the 15th post in our district. The district winner then advances to the state level, and the state winner advances to the national level. The state winners will receive a trip to Washington, D.C., and the national level, they are competing for more than $2 million in scholarships and incentives. This year, we are happy to honor and congratulate the winners of the Voice of Democracy. Our third place winner for the Voice of Democracy is Ava Canet. Ava, please come forward. Ava's award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $150. Congratulations. Our second place winner for the Voice of Democracy is Genevieve Laguna. Genevieve's award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $200. Congratulations. The first place winner for the Voice of Democracy is Elena Jacobus. Elena's award is an engraved medal, a certificate, and a monetary award of $250. We would also like to have Elena, our first place winner, share her essay with everyone here today.
According to Oxford Languages, patriotism is defined as devotion to and vigorous support for one's country. There are many ways that people show their support for America, from flying the flag to running for government positions or even enlisting in the military. One of the best ways we can celebrate our freedom as Americans and hope to stay free is by honoring the work of veterans, people who have sacrificed their time, their health, and sometimes their lives in order to protect what liberties we have today. Veterans show us what full devotion to a country means, and some of these veterans are the most patriotic Americans despite having to fight in wars or do other work that may be very difficult or traumatic. These men and women lead by example and show us that just because things are difficult does not mean that we should give up on our country. I support our country and its veterans through music, performing at ceremonies, celebrating and honoring the legacies of fallen and living veterans. Every year, I perform as a solo bagpiper as a part of the annual Memorial Day ceremony at the Brown County Courthouse in Nashville. This ceremony memorializes the accomplishments and sacrifices of veterans who gave their lives in service to our country. Local veterans take part in the ceremony in many ways, whether it be through the musket salute, sharing their stories as speakers, or simply by being a spectator. This ceremony also describes the history of Memorial Day so that the meaning behind this day of reverence should not be lost. My performance at the Memorial Day ceremony incorporates elements of bagpiping at funerals, such as the performance of Amazing Grace that serves to mourn and honor the fallen. The sound of the pipes often brings back memories for the living as they remember their fallen comrades. I've also performed as a bagpipe soloist for multiple ceremonies for the SAR, Sons of the American Revolution, and DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution, honoring the accomplishments of Revolutionary War veterans in securing our independence. I have performed twice at the Spirit of Vincent's Rendezvous for the SAR at a wreath-laying ceremony honoring and celebrating the accomplishments of Revolutionary War veteran George Rogers Clark. This ceremony not only outlines the specific accomplishments of George Rogers Clark, but it also describes the history of the Revolutionary War in general and the role that he played. This event does a lot to preserve and celebrate the history behind the foundation of our country, and my performance on the bagpipes serves as another element of celebration for these accomplishments. For the DAR, I performed at a grave marking ceremony honoring the life and contributions of Francis Vigo, a devoted patriot who was key to Revolutionary War success and who served in the militia in Vincennes. This ceremony, much like the wreath-laying ceremony, preserves the history of our country, and it serves to honor and remember the contributions and efforts of the patriots who have gone before us. One of my most meaningful and memorable performances was performing with my bagpipe band at the Indiana Veterans Home in West Lafayette around Veterans Day last year. It was amazing and very special to see how different veterans would respond to the music. Some would smile, some would cry, and some would simply watch in awe. Before, after, and even during our performance, many of the veterans would tell us stories from when they were in the military or describe to us some of their experiences. The sound of the bagpipes would bring back very powerful memories for these veterans, and one veteran even played the pipes himself. These veterans were very grateful to us, not only because we were a source of entertainment, but because we were helping to keep the spirit of Veterans Day and the spirit of patriotism alive. In addition to bagpipes, I also play the French horn and the trumpet in my high school's concert band and jazz band, respectively. Every year, my high school hosts a Veterans Day ceremony that honors the sacrifices made by veterans and their families for our country, and how their sacrifices continue to impact all Americans each and every day. The concert band plays a piece called Armed Forces, the Pride of America, a medley of the theme songs from each branch of the military, excluding the Space Force. This song celebrates the contributions of each branch of the military and how all the branches are important in securing our freedoms as Americans. The jazz band, along with a soloist or duo from the choir, plays God Bless the USA, a piece that highlights the pride that Americans take in their freedoms and how sacrifices by veterans secured these freedoms for us. These pieces are very representative of the ceremony itself. It highlights and celebrates the accomplishments of our local veterans, and it appeals to the younger generation by showing everyone of all ages what it means to be an American and what it means to be patriotic. Through my musical performances, I help to honor the lives and sacrifices of veterans, both living and dead. Not only are veterans some of America's most dedicated patriots, they help keep American history alive by sharing stories and advice to anyone willing to listen. One can learn a lot about American history through attending events like the ones described before, and many organizations like the SAR and DAR are dedicated completely to preserving American history and educating the next generation of patriots. Without knowing what came before, we have no way of knowing what will come next. The only way to make progress as a nation is to educate ourselves on our past and use that knowledge to guide us into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Every year, the VFW acknowledges teachers for their hard work, dedication, and inspiration in creating a sense of national pride in their students. We were able to nominate an elementary, middle school, and high school teacher for the Smart Mayor VFW National Citizenship Education Teacher Award. This year, VFW Post 6195 is recognizing 4 of our teachers for their outstanding efforts. At the elementary level, we are recognizing Mrs. Brenda Ely from Helmsburg and Miss Annette Fields from Van Buren. Mrs. Brenda Ely is our post teacher of the year and will be advancing to the district level. Both ladies will be presented with their certificates this afternoon at their schools. At this time, Mr. Kevin Roush of Brown County Middle School, please come forward. It's an honor to recognize Mr. Kevin Roush, who will be advancing to the district level. Thank you, sir. At this time, would Miss Harmony Benson of Brown County High School please come forward? It's an honor to recognize Mrs. Harmony Benson, who will be advancing to the district level. Congratulations. Thank you for supporting our students and our veterans. At this time, I'll turn the program back over to Mrs. Callahan.
Thank you. Now, the Brown County High School Band will perform Each Time You Tell Their Story by Samuel R. Hazo, featuring a poem by Dr. Samuel J. Hazo, which will be read by Brian Gall.
No soldiers choose to die. It's what they risk by being who and where they are. It's what they dare while saving someone else whose life means suddenly as much to them as theirs, or more. To honor them, why speak of duty or the will of governments? Think first of love each time you tell their story. It gives their sacrifice a name and takes from war its glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, God Bless the USA, performed by our very own Brown County High School Jazz Band and Rhapsody Show Choir soloists Derek Middleton and Rebecca Myers.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, you'd work for all your life. You had to start again with just your children and your wife. You thank your lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, from across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, there is pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand to say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Good morning, everyone. It's truly an honor to represent Brown County High School at this year's Veterans Day program. Today, we pause to express our deepest gratitude to the brave men and women who have served and continue to serve our country with courage, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication. To serve our country is more than wearing a uniform. It means choosing purpose, choosing duty over self, and standing ready to protect the freedoms we sometimes take for granted. It is an act of love for our nation, for our neighbors, and for generations yet to come. I have the special privilege today of recognizing several of our own students who have made the commendable decision to continue that legacy of service by committing to join the United States Armed Forces. Their choice reflects the same values we celebrate today:
honor, integrity, and a deep love of our country. We're incredibly proud of each of them and grateful for their willingness to serve. Thank you, and please join me in recognizing these outstanding students. Corbin Lambert, please stand. Draven Major, please stand. Draven Majors, please stand. Are you here? Luca Bubb, please stand. And Hayden Haynes, please stand. We thank you all. We are fortunate today to have with us our friend, Senator Eric Cook, to share a few words with our audience. Senator Cook proudly serves the people of Indiana's 44th District, representing Brown, Jackson, Lawrence, Monroe, and Orange counties. A dedicated public servant, Senator Cook has committed himself to issues of public safety, veterans' rights, and economic growth. With deep roots in Indiana, he has long championed policies that support and honor our military and veteran communities. Senator Cook's commitment to service extends beyond his legislative work. He is a respected advocate for rural communities and a steadfast supporter of initiatives that strengthen Indiana families. We are honored to welcome Senator Eric Cook today to our Veterans Day ceremony.
Well, thank you, Superintendent Callahan. It's an honor to be here today as we celebrate our freedoms and recognize the veterans whose service protects them. In some ways, however, today is also a solemn one. As we honor the fallen, remember the military families now separated from their loved ones, and never forget those POWs and MIAs represented by the draped empty chair in front of us today. Last December, I had the honor of visiting the beaches of Normandy, the historic landing sites for the D-Day invasion in World War II, codenamed Operation Overlord, and the nearby American Cemetery, which holds the remains of 9,400 American soldiers who died during the D-Day landings and the Battle of Normandy. For me, personalizing it. That is now a quiet place with the sound of water washing ashore. It has the feel of hallowed ground, and I can remember that when we arrived, no one in our group said anything to each other for the longest time, as each of us walked alone up and down the beach in reverence for those who had fallen there. Those soldiers, like others, were fighting for something larger than themselves, and it's embodied by the American flag behind me. It's not just a piece of cloth any more than a tombstone is not a piece of rock or a wedding band is not a piece of metal. The flag is what unites us as Americans and binds us together in unity, generation after generation. And it's defended by generation after generation of American veterans. Which brings us to our enlistees here today, introduced earlier: Corbin, Draven, Luca, and Hayden. Thank you for answering the call to serve. You are following in the footsteps from Lexington and Concord to Gettysburg, to Flanders Field, to Omaha Beach, to Heartbreak Ridge, to Quezon, to Fallujah and Kandahar. This year, America has seen a surge in enlistments, with all branches of the military meeting or exceeding their recruitment goals by March. And Brown County is no exception, and gentlemen, we are proud of you. So, to the veterans who we honor here today on behalf of the state of Indiana, thank each of you for your service. God bless you all, God bless our veterans, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I am also honored to get the opportunity to introduce our keynote speaker for today's ceremony. James Todd Norris was born and raised in Indiana. He entered the military by joining the Indiana Army National Guard in 1989. After 8 years of being an enlisted soldier and NCO, he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1999 upon completing officer candidate school. Colonel Norris has served in many levels of leadership, to include battery, battalion, brigade, regiment, division, and joint forces, Indiana. Colonel Norris deployed to Iraq in 2003, Afghanistan in 2012, and Kuwait as a part of Task Force Spartan in 2019. Colonel Norris's awards and decorations include the Bronze Star Medal, Meritorious Service Medal, Army Commendation Medal, Army Achievement Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, the Iraqi Campaign Medal, the Afghan Campaign Medal, the Combat Action Badge, Parachutist Badge, and the Order of St. Barbara. Colonel Norris completed his bachelor's degree in sports medicine from Manchester University, a master's degree in strategic studies from the United States Army War College. He is a graduate Field Artillery Basic Course in 2000, Field Artillery Captain's Career Course in 2005, Command and General Staff College in 2013, and United States Army War College in 2020. He is happily married to his wife, Maria. They have a daughter, Emma, dogs, Duke, Gloria, Vivian, and Charlie, and they reside in Nashville, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Colonel Todd Norris.
Thank you, Superintendent Callahan. This is a really impressive forum that you've created here today, something to be very proud of. Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm honored to speak with you about something that matters deeply, not just for our country, but to the people who live in it, who serve it, and who protect it. Today is Veterans Day, and while some might see it just as another holiday, it's much more than that. Veterans Day is about people, real people, who choose to serve something bigger than themselves. And today, I want to talk with you not just about what Veterans Day is, but why it matters, especially to you. Let's start with the basics. Veterans Day is a day to honor all military veterans, men and women who have served the United States Armed Forces. It's different from Memorial Day, as it honors those who died in service. Veterans Day is for the living, those who have worn the uniform, who've made sacrifices, and who continue to shape our communities long after their military service ends. It was first called Armistice Day, marking the end of World War I on November 11, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Later, it was renamed to honor veterans of all wars. But Veterans Day isn't all about history alone. It's about people. So why should you care? You might be thinking, I'm in high school or middle school. I've never been in war. I don't know any veterans personally. Why does this matter to me? Here's why it matters. Veterans are people who made a choice to serve, to protect, and to stand when others could not. Whether they served in combat or in support roles at home or abroad, during wartime or peacetime, they all made a promise to defend the country even at great personal risk. Some came home with medals, others came home with scars, some visible and some not. And many came home to rebuild their lives, go back to school, raise families, start businesses, and give back to their communities. Veterans are your neighbors. They're teachers, nurses, engineers, coaches, police officers, and maybe even your own relatives. By honoring veterans, we're not glorifying war. We're honoring courage, commitment, and service. And those are values that anyone can learn from. Let me tell you a few stories. Sergeant Elizabeth Marks, an Army combat medic, was injured in Iraq. After recovering, she became a Paralympic gold medal swimmer. When she won her medal, she donated it to the British hospital that saved her life. Captain Florent Groberg tackled a suicide bomber in Afghanistan to save his fellow soldiers. He lost part of his leg and received the Medal of Honor. When asked why he did it, he said, "Because that's what we do for our brothers and sisters." Corporal Desmond Doss, a medic in World War II, refused to carry a weapon due to his personal beliefs. Yet he saved 75 soldiers during the Battle of Okinawa, risking his life again and again. He became the first conscientious objector to receive the Medal of Honor. These are people, not superheroes in movies. They're real. And their stories show us what it means to serve not just with strength, but with heart, principle, and resilience. My veteran journey began in a very odd way. To think that I had served for over 35 years is unbelievable, considering how it all began. This story begins on the 22nd of February, 1989. I had taken the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, or ASVAB, a few months back, and a recruiter named Ransom Fisher had been after me to join the National Guard. I made it very clear to him I had no desire to do such a thing. But on this day, Sergeant Fisher was waiting outside our school. You see, he was waiting for my friend Steve Coffin, who I happened to be walking with that day. I asked what was going on, and Sergeant Fisher stated Steve was going to the Military Entrance Processing Station, or MEPS. And then these magic words came out of my mouth. "If I go to MEPS, can I get an excused absence from school?" This is a true story. He said yes. It just so happens I was suffering from a bad case of senioritis, and going to MEPS to get out of school was the cure. I hope the seniors in the audience don't get senioritis. So we traveled to the Greencastle Armory, where Sergeant Fisher put together an enlistment packet this big in record time. We arrived at MEPS near downtown shortly thereafter and checked in. Going into the next day, I had no plans to join the service. I was there to get out of school. They get you up so early and run you around, you don't really know which way is up. Needless to say, there was some buyer's remorse after I enlisted. A phone call with a colonel from the National Guard arranged by my grandpa Pine prior to shipping to Fort Sill proved to be enough to get me on a plane. As you can see, based on this start, no one, including myself, thought I would serve for all those years. I tell you this story to highlight the importance of being open to opportunities, even when you aren't sure they're for you. As I reflect today, I can't imagine my life without service in the military. Now, here's the part where I turn the spotlight to you. You don't have to join the military to serve others or to show gratitude. But you do have a responsibility to be aware, to be informed, and to be thankful. Here are some simple ways you can honor veterans. Say thank you. If you meet a veteran, express your appreciation. Those two words, thank you, matter more than you think. Learn their stories. Ask your grandparents or neighbors if they've served or know anyone who did. Listen, and you'll gain a new perspective. Personally, my grandfather, a World War II veteran, spent a great deal of his life not talking about his service. In the later years of his life, he began to share his story more freely, and this allowed us to have a more meaningful relationship. Support veterans. Volunteer with organizations that help veterans. I had the great fortune of joining Helping Veterans and Families of Indiana over a year ago. This agency served over 1,346 veterans last year with services focused on housing, food, employment, and counseling. Volunteering at organizations like mine goes a long way towards thanking our veterans. Live with purpose. The best way to honor those who've served is to live your life with intention. Set goals, help others, take responsibilities seriously. Veterans Day isn't all about waving flags or posting patriotic messages online. It's about recognizing real people who have given a part of their lives to something greater than themselves. And maybe, just maybe, it's about asking ourselves a bigger question. What would you be willing to stand for? Would I be willing to serve? Not all of us are called to the military, but all of us are called to make a difference. So today, as you leave this auditorium, I want you to remember that behind every uniform is a person, someone's parent, sibling, friend, or teacher who once made a powerful choice. Let's honor them not just with words, but with awareness, gratitude, and action. Thank you to our veterans and to all of you for taking a moment today to remember what truly matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Norris. I'd like to take a moment to thank our outstanding musicians who are assisting with our program today, our Brown County High School History Club for all of their assistance. We sincerely appreciate our Brown County High School, Brown County Middle School choirs led by Jackie Stewart, and to our Brown County High School band led by their director, Matthew Finley. I also want to take a moment to sincerely thank our very own Mrs. Alicia Adams and Mrs. Emily Llewellyn for their relentless pursuit to support our military families. Brown County Schools receives the Purple Star designation for each one of our schools in our district because of their pursuit. And a very special thank you to Colonel Todd Norris, Senator Eric Cook, Representative Dave Hall for being with us on this very special morning. Veterans, after we conclude our ceremony and when the music begins, our students will greet you and dismiss you by rows to the gym where you will have your picture taken. All veterans, widows, and your families are invited to stay for a luncheon. We now conclude our ceremony with the retiring of the colors presented by the Boy Scouts.
Please stand if you're able. Color guard, attention. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Color guard, retrieve the colors.
High school students, you're going to return to 6th period, but you are going to dismiss from the top